If you think that this phone looks familiar, well, you aren't alone. Meet the Vivo Y71, the company's latest offering that keeps some of the features from last year's flagship device, the V7 Plus. But is its budget-friendly price tag enough to pique the interest of consumers looking for a smartphone below 10,000 pesos? Hey guys, what's happening? Jamie here from Unbox, and this is our full review of the Vivo Y71. It doesn't just share some features as the V7 Plus, it's got pretty much the same build quality and feel as well. The phone is primarily built out of plastic, but the build is solid and comparable to phones in a higher price bracket. The one key difference is the lack of a fingerprint scanner. It does have facial recognition to get easier access to the phone, but it does falter when you aren't lit properly. The similarity to Vivo's flagship of 2017 continues with its display. It's rocking exactly the same dimensions and resolution. The Y71 has a 5.99-inch HD Plus IPS LCD display that has a taller aspect ratio at 18:9. The panel has generous viewing angles with good color saturation, but those looking for sharper images may get turned off by the lower pixel density on this phone. But it's not all that bad, considering that this phone is just below 9,000 pesos. Under the hood of the Vivo Y71 is a Qualcomm Snapdragon 425 processor, which is paired with either 3GB or 2GB of RAM, plus 16GB of expandable storage. The phone has enough pep in its depth for the usual suite of social apps, but expect it to lag every now and then. If you want a game on the Y71, it's fully capable of running games like PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds on the lowest settings, where it managed an average of 22 frames per second at 85% stability. The device comes with Android Oreo 8.1 out of the box with FunTouch OS 5.0, which still bears a lot of similarities to iOS. The company has done a good job at optimizing their UI overlay, but it does a number on the 16GB of onboard storage, leaving just 6.5GB for you to store media and apps on. You should definitely factor in the price of a micro SD card if you're planning on purchasing this smartphone. Alright, let's talk camera performance. You've got a 13-megapixel rear camera on the Y71 with an aperture of f2.2, and it comes equipped with phase detection autofocus and an LED flash. As you'd expect of a phone in its price range, it does well when subjects are lit properly, but the phone has a little trouble when lighting conditions are tricky. For taking selfies, you've got a 5-megapixel shooter, and it falls for the usual tropes as the rear camera. It also comes with a portrait mode, but results are a little hit or miss. In terms of lasting power, the Y71 can actually go on for quite a long time with a Snapdragon 425 SoC taking sips from its 3,360 mAh battery. Results on our benchmark tests have it clocking in at nearly 11 hours and lasting about a day and a half with moderate use. It'll take over 2 hours to top up the battery when you need to juice it up, so we recommend plugging it in at the end of the day. So, is the Vivo Y71 worth a look? The competition is getting pretty tight in the sub 10K segment nowadays, and the Vivo Y71 has to contend with a lot of viable options. But that doesn't mean that it's not worth considering. It actually has a lot going for it. The phone has a good display, a dependable processing package, and great battery life, making it stand toe-to-toe with its competition in the market. If you're locked into this particular budget range, definitely give it a look as you're shopping around. And that's pretty much it for this full review of the Vivo Y71. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on the next one. If you've got questions, leave them in the comment section down below, and we'll try to get to them as soon as we can. For all the latest tech news and gadget reviews, head to unbox.ph, plus follow us on Facebook and Instagram. This is Jamie, and I'll see you next time.